Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday's Coach's Corner. And instead of making a post, I decided to do a live this morning. So I wanted to go over some of the most common questions that we get as coaches and have gotten over the years. These are the same questions Coach Lisa and I have gotten over the past 25 years that we've been in this industry and doing training and coaching. So one of the first question is always, does cardio workouts give you the best results? So that's number one. The second one, does dieting actually work? Second question, and how does my weight affect my health? So these are very important questions and we get them time and again. So, I could have wrote a post, but I decided to do this instead. So first and foremost, does cardio give you the best results? You have to look at what your goal is. What is it that you're looking to achieve? Cardio should be done within the realm of everything else that you're doing. Cardio builds strength in your heart. It builds your lungs. It helps oxygenate the body because you're breathing heavily in and out. So you're strengthening the diaphragm. You're strengthening your lungs. A lot of people forget that your lungs and your heart need exercise too. For a lot of people, because they're stressed, they're anxious, just bad habits, bad posture, they breathe into their chest. So when you're looking at adding cardio, you lift the chest, the shoulders go back, it actually expands the chest, opens the lungs, and actually then helps. But if you're looking at doing just cardio in order to change your body shape and drop body fat, then no, that is not the best workout for the best results. But again, if you're a marathoner or a triathlete or a swimmer or you're into cardio-based sports, then that of course would then give you the best results for your sport. So this is why one of the things we talk about with our clients always is goal setting. Like, you have to know what you're doing, where you're going, what you want, and get a very, very clear picture about that in order to find out what the best workout is for you. Maybe you have injuries, maybe you have muscle imbalances, maybe you've got weak ankles and weak wrists, which are really underutilized. So a lot of people will forget that they have to work on the mobility and the flexibility first in order to make a difference. So if you're having a problem with your mobility doing squats, maybe it's not about your hips, maybe it's about your ankles. Right? So if they have low mobility and they're very inflexible, then that's going to be a problem. So if you're having a problem doing push-ups because your wrists hurt, or you're sitting on the computer and you're typing all day, that puts a strain. You got to think, in this little space right here, there's 26 little bones that need to be adjusted and strengthened, right? And the forearm muscles, that's a very key factor. And people overlook them because they're tiny muscles. So when you're looking at what your goals are, then you're going to find out what the best exercises are. So it might not be cardio. Maybe it is something else entirely. So the other thing is, the next question we always get, does dieting actually work? Well, at least Coach Lisa and I do not believe in dieting. Dietings don't work, of course. Otherwise, the industry wouldn't be making $1 trillion for women looking for the next best thing, the magic pill, the silver bullet, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's looking for the next big fix. Really, all it is sticking to your goals, being consistent day after day, week after week, month after month, and then it becomes a lifestyle. So you guys all know we have our Unstuck 90 program, and that is all about habit stacking, and that is a technique that we use with people because it doesn't work any other way. We've tried it. We've gone through it. We've seen clients try it. You cannot get the proper effect from cutting calories. So diets don't work, and they restrict nutrients. They restrict certain, so if you're restricting certain foods and you're not getting the right nutrient base into your body, you then have a potential problem of osteoporosis, you have muscle wasting, you have joint problems, you have inflammation, all of these things, which are going to affect your hair, your skin, your nails. Do you ever take a look at your feet and see what the skin on your heels looks like? How is the skin on your elbows? Is it rough? Are you using hand cream like 100 million times? How much face cream do you put on? Okay, so these are all things that are affected when you're restricting calories. What's your sleep like? Are you feeling like nauseous in the afternoon? Are you craving something? How is your sleep? All of these things are part of the lifestyle. They're part of what you do. So dieting doesn't work. The only thing dieting works for is all those corporations and companies that are taking your money. That's it. That's it. That's why we don't believe in diets. That's why we don't prescribe diets or anything for people. What we actually prescribe for people is how to habit stack, how to put nutrients back into your body, how to make sure that you're eating consistently. I know that you can do temporary things like keto or fasting or paleo, and that's fine. But your body will become accustomed to those things very, very quickly. And then you'll notice over time, and as you get older, every decade our bodies change because they're supposed to. So every decade, those things become more difficult. I've done keto. It has worked. But what doesn't work is being able to maintain that very, very strict lifestyle. So this is the key. It's not about a diet. It's about what you can maintain long term to keep your body healthy. Okay, so quick fixes are quick fixes. They don't work even with your, like think of a tire. Get a hole in your tire and you're going to patch it with some duct tape. Or put like some spray in it because you had a flat tire and it gets you to get you home. It's a quick fix. It doesn't fix the tire, right? You have to fix what's going on in your body. And usually for most women and men, but mostly we work with women, so that's why we talk. It's what you're thinking and what your beliefs are. If you're I'm a Gen Xer, so if you've grown up as a Gen Xer, that whole mantra of cut calories, do more cardio. It's so ingrained. It's so deep into our bodies and our subconscious that we don't even realize. We're holding on to old beliefs and we're holding on to old patterns that aren't working. Or we don't be where we want to be, right? So it's all about nutrients. So no, diets do not work. What was the last question is, how does my weight affect your health? Well, let me throw that back at you. Let's be obvious. How does your weight affect your health? Does it affect your sleeping? Which then in fact affects your brain power and affects your conscious thought? What affects being able to stay consistent? So let's take like you've got 7 days and 2 of those days you don't sleep well. Okay? You have decreased the brain cells significantly enough that you have a problem staying focused. You have a problem with your energy level. Your skin's going to start to look a little dry and pale. You're not going to be able to stay consistent because the cravings are going to kick in because you didn't get the rest and the sleep that you needed. It's very simple, comes down to, which then you're like, I'm tired. I need energy. What are you going to do? You're not going to grab a glass of water first thing in the morning. So you're going to grab a coffee, which spikes your insulin, which spikes your blood sugar, which now has you on a roller coaster all day long where you're eating a bunch of crap food because you're looking for that next hit, next hit, next hit, next hit. And then you get home for dinner and you're so tired from all this sugar influx that's going through your blood that you're sitting there going, let me just order a pizza. What do you think that's going to do for your health? So why we don't believe in diets is because we believe in feeding your body. That means the liver has to do its job. The gallbladder has to do its job. The kidneys have to do its job. You have to feed your brain just to think. So your caloric intake just for the basal metabolic rate, which is like just homeostasis, just to keep everything satisfied, is 100 calories per pound that you are. So actually, I don't know what I weigh. We have no scale here. So I'm going to assume I'm somewhere around 150, which means I need a base of 1,500 calories. Then I walk around, I do my workouts, and I do all the things. So then you have to calculate, what kind of external energy output that I have, and then calculate another 10% onto those calories of what my body requires just to stay healthy. Okay? So I'm never really looking to lose weight. I'm looking to strengthen. I'm looking to build muscle. I'm looking to build strength because, quite frankly, I don't want to be that older person where they have to lower the bus for me to get onto it. That's embarrassing. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to jump up and, go diving whenever I want to go. I want to be able to walk up a hill without huffing and puffing. I want to be able to have energy at the end of the day so that I can go out with my friends, or or just be good. I don't want to have to come home and be at the end of the day and flop on the couch, be so exhausted that I can't functionally make dinner for myself. It's simple things, right? So we're not always looking about changing what our weight is, but you're also looking at, type 2 diabetes is reversible. High blood pressure is reversible. Inflammatory autoimmune is reversible. It all comes down to what we're eating. So it depends on, what do you value more? Your health, or the chips, or the cheese and crackers, or snacking, or that coffee? So it really is the question of what's important to you and how much really do you care about your health? And I've asked this question to women, I've asked my clients over the course of years, and they usually get a little offended. And I'm okay with that. Because if you're offended, it means I've triggered a thought. And if I've triggered a thought, that may mean that you may think about changing what you're doing. And I'm okay with that. Guys, that's me for the Coach's Corner today. Can't promise I'm going to do a video every Friday, but I just decided that we'd do one today. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. You guys know what to do. Hit the love button, hit the like button. For those of you guys watching live, I appreciate your time. Thank you. And we'll see you next week.